Over 1 million bottles every single day. That's how much Logan Paul and KSI have managed to sell over the last 2 years. From bitter rivals to business partners, Logan Paul and KSI started out as YouTube stars who became boxing rivals. Their first match ended in a tie, and KSI won the second match. One day, they announced they would go live on Instagram, and fans thought they would announce a third fight. Instead, they surprised everyone by revealing they were now business partners, launching a sports drink company together. It was a clever marketing move by combining their massive social media empires, totaling over 50 million followers. These digital pioneers leveraged their influence to turn Prime Drink into a multi-million-dollar brand. The beverage itself was designed and marketed as a hydration drink. It came in vibrant packaging with bold flavors. Prime's limited availability created a frenzy. Bottles sold out almost immediately, leading to queues, overpriced resales, and even empty bottles being used as status symbols in schools. Social media platforms like TikTok were flooded with content tracking Prime bottles, while traditional media amplified the buzz. And the focus on health and wellness, combined with an appealing aesthetic, made it a trendy choice among younger consumers. Prime's manufacturing process begins with extensive water purification. The facility uses a multi-stage filtration system to remove impurities and achieve the perfect base for its formula. This ensures that every drop of water meets strict quality standards before becoming part of the final product. Prime's formula combines coconut water concentrate as a primary hydration agent. This concentrate is sourced from trusted suppliers, often from tropical regions with abundant coconut production. Electrolytes. Essential minerals like potassium, sodium, and magnesium are carefully measured and added to optimize hydration and muscle function. To achieve its signature taste, Prime incorporates natural fruit flavors extracted from fruits such as oranges, lemons, and berries. A combination of natural sweeteners and minimal sugar ensures a great taste while keeping calories low. Vitamins such as B6 and B12 are added to enhance energy and support metabolism. These ingredients are carefully selected and delivered to the factory in bulk. The facility maintains a temperature-controlled storage area for these ingredients. Once the raw materials are approved, they head straight to the lab. A team of experts tests for purity, taste, and consistency. This step ensures every batch of Prime delivers the same flavor and hydration. From the balance of electrolytes to the burst of natural flavors, every detail is fine-tuned to perfection. Next, it's time for the mixing stage. Inside massive stainless steel tanks, water is combined with electrolytes, flavor concentrates, and a touch of sweetness. This is where the iconic Prime taste is born. The tanks can handle thousands of liters at a time, ensuring Prime is ready to hydrate millions of fans around the world. While the beverage is being prepared, the bottles are created on-site, using an efficient process called blow molding. Small plastic preforms are heated and expanded into full-sized bottles within seconds. Designed to be lightweight and fully recyclable, these bottles reflect the brand's commitment to sustainability. Once the drink is ready, it is transferred to the filling station. Precision machines ensure each bottle is filled to the exact milliliter. After filling, the bottles are sealed with tamper-proof caps to lock in freshness and prevent leaks during transport. Each bottle is then wrapped in Prime's vibrant label, showcasing its iconic colors and design. The labels are applied with precision, ensuring every bottle looks perfect and ready to stand out on store shelves. After labeling, the bottles are grouped into packs and placed in protective boxes. Robots handle the stacking of these boxes onto pallets, a critical step to ensure the drinks remain secure during transport. Whether they're headed to local stores or being shipped internationally, the packaging process is designed to maintain the product's quality. Over 12 billion Choco pies have been sold globally, reflecting their immense popularity. The process of making Choco pie begins with preparing the soft, sponge-like cakes that form the base and top layers. A batter is mixed using flour, eggs, sugar, and other essential ingredients before being baked into perfectly uniform round cake pieces. The marshmallow filling, which gives Choco pie its signature softness, is prepared by whipping sugar, gelatin, and water into a fluffy consistency. This filling is carefully piped onto one of the cake layers. The second cake layer is then placed on top, forming a sandwich-like structure with marshmallow in the center. The next step involves coating the assembled cakes in a layer of rich chocolate. The chocolate is melted and evenly applied through an enrobing process, ensuring each Choco pie is completely covered. After coating, the pies are cooled to allow the chocolate to set, giving them their glossy appearance and firm exterior. Finally, the Choco pies undergo quality checks to ensure consistency in taste, texture, and appearance before being individually packaged. Now, let's shift gears to this ice cream factory. It all begins with preparing the base mixture, typically consisting of milk, cream, sugar, and stabilizers. These ingredients are blended together to create a smooth and uniform mixture. For flavored ice creams, additional ingredients like vanilla, chocolate, or fruit purees are added at this stage. The mixture is then pasteurized by heating it to kill harmful bacteria, ensuring safety and extending shelf life. After pasteurization, the mixture is homogenized to break down fat molecules, creating a creamy texture. It is then rapidly cooled and aged for several hours to enhance flavor and improve its consistency. Once the base is ready, it is transferred to a freezing machine where it is churned while being rapidly cooled. This process incorporates air, giving the ice cream its light, smooth texture. At this point, mix-ins like chocolate chips, nuts, or swirls of caramel are added for variety. The partially frozen ice cream is then packaged and hardened at very low temperatures to achieve the desired firmness. Finally, it is stored and distributed ready to delight customers with its rich and refreshing taste. Next up, let's take a look on how instant noodles are manufactured. It all starts with mixing wheat flour, water, and sometimes seasoning to create the dough. This dough is mixed and kneaded to the perfect texture for noodles. The dough is then rolled into thin sheets and fed through machines that cut it into long noodle strands. These strands are formed into the familiar curly shape, which helps the noodles cook evenly. Once cut, the noodles go through a steaming process to partially cook them. Steaming helps retain their shape and prepares them for the next steps. The noodles are cooled and placed into packages along with flavor packets containing seasonings. The packaging is then sealed to keep the noodles fresh until they're ready to be enjoyed. Next up, let's take a closer look at the process of making French fries. It starts with choosing high-quality potatoes, often starchy varieties like russet or Idaho, ideal for frying due to their low moisture content. The potatoes are washed thoroughly to remove dirt, then peeled and cut into uniform strips. Consistent size ensures even cooking. After cutting, the potato strips are rinsed in cold water to remove excess starch, which helps prevent them from sticking together and enhances their crispiness. Next, the potatoes are blanched by briefly boiling or frying at a lower temperature. This step softens the interior and partially cooks the fries. After blanching, the fries are drained and cooled, often being frozen for storage in commercial production. Freezing also helps develop a better texture during final frying. In large-scale production, quality control checks ensure uniformity in texture, taste, and appearance before packaging for distribution or serving to customers. As we continue, let's take a closer look at the process of making canned tuna. It begins with catching and unloading the tuna, often by large fishing vessels. The fish are quickly chilled or frozen to maintain freshness during transport to processing facilities. Once at the facility, the tuna is inspected for quality and cleaned. The fish are then pre-cooked by steaming or baking, which makes it easier to remove the skin, bones, and excess fat. After cooking, the tuna is cooled and cleaned further, with the meat being carefully separated into chunks or flakes, depending on the desired product type. Next, the prepared tuna is packed into sterilized cans, often along with liquids such as water, oil, or brine. The cans are sealed tightly to prevent contamination. They then undergo a sterilization process using high-pressure heat treatment, which kills bacteria and ensures the tuna is shelf-stable for extended periods. Once sterilized, the cans are cooled, labeled, and subjected to quality control checks to verify safety, flavor, and consistency. The finished cans are then packaged and distributed, providing consumers with a convenient protein-rich food option. And here we have a chocolate bar's factory. The process of making Reese's peanut butter cups involves combining rich chocolate and creamy peanut butter to create the iconic treat. It begins with preparing the peanut butter filling. A mixture of roasted peanuts, sugar, salt, and stabilizers is blended into a creamy but slightly gritty consistency. In the production line, specially designed molds are filled with a layer of melted chocolate to create the cup's base and edges. The molds are then cooled to harden the chocolate, forming a sturdy foundation for the filling. Finally, the Reese's peanut butter cups are removed from the molds, wrapped in distinctive packaging, and subjected to quality checks. Afterward, they are boxed Now, let's dive into the process of making banana chips in factory. It begins with selecting raw bananas, typically green plantains, which are firm and less sweet than ripe bananas. The bananas are sourced from local farms and transported to the factory for processing. The first step in the factory process is washing the bananas thoroughly to remove dirt and any residues. After cleaning, the bananas are peeled mechanically. Large-scale banana peeling machines are used to remove the tough skin without damaging the fruit inside. Next, the peeled bananas are sliced into uniform thin rounds. This is done using high-speed slicing machines that ensure consistent thickness. Once sliced, the banana rounds are deep-fried in large industrial fryers. The oil used for frying is typically heated to around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The fryer is designed to maintain a consistent temperature and evenly cook the chips. The banana slices are fried in batches, ensuring they turn golden brown and crispy without absorbing excess oil. After frying, the chips are drained to remove any excess oil and then passed through a seasoning machine. Here, the chips are evenly coated with salt or other spices depending on the desired flavor. Finally, the banana chips are packaged in airtight bags to preserve freshness and prevent them from becoming stale. Few foods have achieved the iconic status of Nutella, a velvety chocolate hazelnut spread that has captured the hearts of millions around the world. The process of making Nutella begins with the extraction of cocoa powder from cocoa beans, which are harvested from cocoa trees in West Africa and left to dry for about 10 days. Typically, cocoa beans contain approximately 50% cocoa butter. To reduce the beans into a liquid form, they are roasted, and the cocoa butter is often extracted for use in other chocolate products. The next key ingredient is hazelnuts, which are inspected to ensure they meet high-quality standards. The hazelnuts used in Nutella come from orchards primarily found in Mediterranean climates and various parts of the world, including Turkey, Italy, Chile, and the USA. Turkey's Black Sea region is the world's largest producer of hazelnuts. The hazelnut harvest takes place between the beginning of August and the end of September. To ensure a consistent supply of fresh and quality hazelnuts, cultivation also occurs in countries in the Southern Hemisphere, providing an additional harvest between February and March. Once roasted, the hazelnuts are combined with pure cocoa powder, skimmed milk, and sugar. These ingredients are blended into a smooth paste and prepared for packaging. According to the company, approximately 50 hazelnuts can be found in each jar of Nutella. This ensures that every jar is uniform in both look and taste. Frozen pizza is produced in factories using a highly efficient method that combines advanced technology with stringent quality control to provide tasty, convenient meals. It all begins with preparing the dough, made from a precise blend of flour, water, yeast, and other ingredients. The dough is mixed and left to rise before being rolled into flat sheets and cut into the desired pizza shapes. Next, the pizza bases are partially baked in high-temperature ovens, ensuring a firm crust while maintaining softness inside. After cooling, the partially baked crusts move along conveyor belts to the topping stations. Here, sauce is evenly spread, followed by layers of cheese, meats, and vegetables. Each topping is applied with precision using automated dispensers to guarantee consistency. The fully assembled pizzas are then flash frozen in specialized freezers that rapidly reduce their temperature. This process locks in freshness and preserves the taste and texture of the ingredients. Once frozen, the pizzas are packaged in boxes designed to prevent damage and maintain product quality during transport. Throughout the production, rigorous quality control checks ensure every pizza meets safety and flavor standards. These frozen pizzas are then distributed to stores ready to provide customers with a quick and delicious meal option. Bacon is a breakfast staple, loved for its crispiness and rich flavor. The process of making it starts with selecting high-quality pork bellies. Each piece is inspected for quality, then trimmed to the ideal size and thickness. The pork bellies go through a curing process where they're seasoned with a mixture of salt, sugar, and spices. This step not only adds flavor, but also preserves the meat, giving bacon its unique taste. The pork bellies are cooled and then sliced into thin, even strips. Automated slicers ensure each piece is the perfect thickness, whether it's thick cut or regular. The slices are then carefully packed to keep them fresh. Each package goes through quality control to ensure consistency and safety. And here we have, gummy worms are also a popular treat enjoyed by people of all ages around the world. The manufacturing of gummy worms begins with the preparation of the ingredients. This typically includes gelatin, water, sugar, corn syrup, flavorings, and food coloring. Gelatin is the primary ingredient that gives gummy candies their chewy texture. The first step in the production process is to mix the gelatin with water in large tanks. This mixture is heated and stirred until the gelatin is completely dissolved, creating a thick and sticky liquid. Sugar, corn syrup, and flavorings are then added to the mix to enhance the taste of the gummy worms. Once the base mixture is ready, it is transferred to a cooking vessel where it is heated to a specific temperature. This process is crucial as it helps to activate the gelatin and bind the ingredients together. The mixture is continuously stirred to ensure that it cooks evenly and does not burn. After the mixture reaches the desired consistency, it is poured into molds shaped like worms. These molds are typically made of silicone and feature intricate details to replicate the look of real worms. Food coloring is added at this stage to give the gummy worms their vibrant and eye-catching colors. The filled molds are then left to set and cool for several hours. This allows the gummy worms to solidify and take on their characteristic, chewy texture. Once the gummy worms have fully set, they are removed from the molds and inspected for quality control. Any gummy worms that do not meet the manufacturer's standards are discarded, while the ones that pass inspection are packaged and prepared for distribution. The packaging process involves sealing the gummy worms in bags or containers to protect them from moisture and maintain their freshness. Finally, the packaged gummy worms are shipped to stores where they are sold to consumers. And here we have the process of making burger buns. It all begins with selecting high-quality ingredients. The main components of burger buns are flour, water, yeast, sugar, and butter or oil. Once the ingredients arrive, it's time to mix the dough. Large industrial mixers combine ingredients in precise quantities. After mixing, the dough is divided into perfectly portioned pieces. These pieces are shaped into buns using automated machines. At this stage, the buns may also receive a dusting of flour or sesame seeds, depending on the type of burger bun being made. Once shaped, they are sent to the proofing chamber. This is a warm, humid environment where the dough rises for the final time before baking. Next up is the baking process. The buns bake at high temperatures until they turn golden brown. This step requires precise timing and temperature control to ensure that they are perfectly baked. During baking, the yeast creates bubbles in the dough, giving them their signature soft texture. After baking, the buns need to cool down before they can be packaged. They are transferred to cooling racks where fans help bring them to room temperature. Once cooled, they are ready for packaging. In the packaging section, buns are placed into plastic bags or other packaging materials to keep them fresh. Automated packaging machines ensure the process is fast and efficient. The journey of making doner kebab starts with fresh meat. Factories source high-quality lamb, beef, or chicken, depending on the type of kebab being made. Each batch is carefully inspected for freshness and quality before it's prepared for seasoning. Once the meat is selected, it's trimmed and portioned to remove excess fat and prepare it for seasoning. This ensures that every piece of kebab is lean yet flavorful. The next crucial step is seasoning. Kebabs get their rich signature flavors from a blend of spices and herbs. Factories use large industrial mixers to evenly coat the meat with a mix of ingredients like garlic, onion, cumin, coriander, and paprika. This process not only adds flavor, but also helps tenderize the meat. Tumblers ensure that the spices are evenly distributed, so every bite is packed with that signature kebab taste. Once the meat is seasoned, it's time to skewer it. In small batches, workers manually skewer the meat, carefully layering each piece. For larger production runs, machines take over skewering thousands of kebabs per hour. Automation plays a key role in maintaining consistency. Each kebab is packed tightly, ensuring it cooks evenly and holds its shape during grilling. Next, the skewered kebabs head to massive grills or ovens. Depending on the type of kebab, they may be slow-cooked over open flames or roasted in industrial ovens to lock in that smoky, juicy flavor. This step is crucial for giving kebabs their iconic charred edges and tender, juicy center. Factory grills are designed to cook hundreds of skewers at once, while ensuring each one gets that perfect sear. The process of making KitKat chocolate bars is a meticulous process that combines art, science, and advanced technology. It begins with the careful selection of high-quality ingredients, including cocoa beans, milk, sugar, and flavorings, which are rigorously tested to meet strict quality standards. The cocoa beans are roasted, ground, and mixed with milk and sugar to create a smooth chocolate paste, forming the base of KitKat's iconic taste. In the mixing and molding stage, the chocolate and wafer layers are combined using specialized machinery to achieve the perfect balance and texture. The bars are then shaped, cut, and cooled in temperature-controlled chambers to ensure consistency. After cooling, the bars are wrapped in sustainable packaging designed to preserve freshness. Quality control measures, including visual inspections and advanced tools like X-rays, ensure every KitKat bar meets exacting standards. This dedication to precision and quality has made KitKat a globally beloved chocolate treat.
Oléis.
The journey of Lay's chips starts with high-quality potatoes. These potatoes are sourced from carefully selected farms, ensuring only the best are used for production. Each potato is selected based on strict standards for size, shape, and moisture content. When the potatoes arrive at the Lay's factory, they are immediately prepared for processing. Each batch is unloaded and sent through an initial sorting system where any substandard or damaged potatoes are removed. Only the best potatoes make it to the next stage. The first step in the factory is cleaning. Potatoes are washed multiple times to remove dirt and debris. With high-pressure water jets, scrub the potatoes to ensure no traces of soil remain. After cleaning an automated inspection process, checks for imperfections, ensuring every potato meets the company's high standards. After washing, the potatoes are peeled with automated peelers carefully remove the skin, ensuring minimal waste. Once peeled, the potatoes are sliced into thin, uniform pieces. The thickness is critical to thick, and the chips won't be crispy too thin, and they'll burn during frying. Once sliced, the potato slices are sent to large fryers. Lay's uses a proprietary blend of high-quality oils to fry the chips to perfection. The temperature and timing are closely monitored by advanced machinery to ensure each batch has that perfect golden brown hue and crispy texture. After frying, the chips are drained to remove excess oil. This step is crucial not only for taste, but also for the texture and shelf life of the chips. A gentle air cooling process helps reduce oil content, making the chips lighter and crunchier. Now comes the fun part, flavoring. Whether it's the iconic classic salted flavor or a tangy barbecue, each batch of chips is evenly coated with the perfect amount of seasoning. Lay's uses state-of-the-art machines to ensure consistent seasoning across every chip. Before packaging, each chip goes through rigorous quality control checks, employs cutting-edge optical scanners and automated systems that check each chip for defects. Chips that are too dark, misshapen, or damaged are removed from the line, ensuring that only the highest quality chips reach consumers. Once the chips pass quality control, they are sent to the packaging stage. Lay's signature bags are filled with the right amount of chips and sealed to preserve freshness. These bags are designed with airtight seals to keep the chips crispy from the factory to your table. Lay's sells approximately 1.5 million bags per day globally. This number reflects Lay's popularity as one of the leading snack brands. However, sales can fluctuate based on promotional campaigns, holidays, and other factors. The making of soft biscuit in factory begins in the mixing room, where key ingredients like flour, sugar, butter, milk, and leavening agents are combined to form the biscuit dough. The secret to a soft biscuit lies in the perfect ratio of these ingredients. Industrial mixers ensure the dough is blended evenly, creating a smooth, consistent texture. This step is critical. Too much mixing can result in tough biscuits, while too little won't create the desired softness. Once the dough is ready, it's cut into familiar biscuit shapes. Various molds can be used depending on the type of biscuit being produced. Next, the shaped biscuits are transferred to large conveyor belts that move them through industrial ovens. Baking temperatures and times are carefully controlled to achieve the perfect balance of a soft interior and slightly crisp exterior. The baking process causes the dough to rise and creates the fluffy texture we all love in soft biscuits. After baking, the biscuits need to cool before packaging. Conveyor belts transport them to a cooling area where they are inspected for quality. Finally, the biscuits are wrapped in airtight packaging to maintain their freshness. Whether they're destined for local stores or shipped across the country, the packaging ensures the biscuits stay soft and delicious. Next up, let's explore the production of breakfast sandwich. The process begins with the buns. As they enter the production line, they're quickly sorted and organized by a highly efficient conveyor system. Each bun is automatically aligned and fed into slicing machines. These machines split each bun, perfectly separating the top and bottom halves in one swift motion. Next, the protein selection. In a modern breakfast sandwich, this could mean sausage patties, ham, or bacon. These different proteins are sorted, using a system that distinguishes each type and organizes them. With the patties perfectly sorted, robotic arms take over. Each patty is carefully picked up and placed onto the bottom half of a sliced bun. The robots work with a high degree of accuracy, ensuring each one is centered on the bun. The next step is adding the cheese. The factory uses a cheese extrusion system that slices and dispenses each cheese portion right onto the patty. Once the cheese is in place, the top half of the bun is added. This step requires exact timing so that the bun is added without disturbing the other ingredients. A robotic arm lifts the top bun and places it directly over the cheese, completing the basic structure of the sandwich. Now that the sandwich is assembled, it moves to the flow wrapper loading station. Here, the sandwich is placed into a wrapper that seals it for freshness. This wrapper is crucial for protecting the sandwich during transport and maintaining its quality until it's ready to be enjoyed by customers. Finally, the wrapped sandwiches are collected and organized into boxes for shipping. From a pharmacy on the streets of Atlanta to a global phenomenon, Coca-Cola has captured the world's taste buds. With an astounding 10,000 servings enjoyed every second, this iconic drink has become more than just a beverage. It's a symbol of refreshment and nostalgia. The production of Coca-Cola begins with the main ingredients include water, sweeteners like sugar or high fructose corn syrup depending on the country, caffeine, and a blend of natural flavors. The exact combination of flavors is a closely guarded secret, often referred to as Merchandise 7X. While most of the ingredients are common, the proprietary flavor mix is what sets Coca-Cola apart, giving it a unique taste that has been cherished for over a century. The process begins with purifying the water, which is the primary component of Coca-Cola. Factories use advanced filtration systems to remove any impurities, ensuring that the water meets Coca-Cola's high-quality standards. Purified water helps maintain a consistent taste, regardless of where in the world the drink is produced. After water filtration, it's time to make the syrup base. This syrup is the concentrated form of Coca-Cola that will later be mixed with carbonated water. The purified water is combined with sweeteners and the proprietary flavor blend in large stainless steel mixing tanks. Automated machines measure and mix these ingredients with precision to ensure consistency. Quality control is crucial during this stage, as even a slight variation could alter the drink's iconic flavor. The syrup base is continuously tested for taste, consistency, and quality. Once the syrup base is ready, it's time to add the fizz. Carbonation is what gives Coca-Cola its refreshing bubbles. This step involves pumping carbon dioxide gas into the syrup base under high pressure, creating the signature effervescence. The amount of carbonation is carefully regulated. Too much or too little could change the experience of drinking Coca-Cola. This is done in large carbonation tanks, ensuring that the gas mixes evenly throughout the liquid. While the syrup is being prepared, the factory also produces bottles for the beverage. Coca-Cola bottles can be made from either glass, plastic, or aluminum. Quality control is a top priority for Coca-Cola, as consistency in flavor and quality is key to the brand's reputation. Throughout the manufacturing process, samples are taken and tested to ensure they meet Coca-Cola's rigorous standards. Technicians test for taste, carbonation levels, and purity, ensuring each batch of Coca-Cola matches the brand's standard. Each bottle or can is carefully inspected for any defects before filling. Modern quality control technologies such as high-speed cameras and sensors detect any imperfections. Only bottles that meet Coca-Cola's quality standards move forward in the production line. The bottling process is a high-speed, automated operation. The carbonated Coca-Cola syrup is poured into bottles or cans, typically at a rate of thousands of units per minute. These filling machines are designed to minimize any loss of carbonation and prevent any outside contamination. Immediately after filling, each bottle is capped to lock in the carbonation and preserve freshness. The capping process is quick, often happening within seconds of filling, and seals the drink tightly. The caps are made from special materials that maintain the seal while withstanding the pressure inside the bottle. Once filled and capped, each bottle or can is labeled with Coca-Cola's iconic branding. The labels include important information such as ingredients, nutritional details, and the brand's trademark logo. This labeling process is also automated with high-speed machines, applying the labels with precision to ensure they're aligned correctly and securely attached. After labeling, the bottles are grouped into cases and packaged for distribution. In most factories, Coca-Cola products are packed in cardboard boxes, plastic wrapped, or pallets, making them ready for transport. Some factories also produce multi-packs for bulk buying, ensuring they can meet various customer needs. Once packaged, the finished products are ready for distribution. Coca-Cola uses a vast network of logistics to transport the drinks from the factory to distribution centers, and then onto retail stores. Refrigerated trucks are often used to ensure the drinks are kept at optimal temperatures during transport. In just a matter of days, a bottle of Coca-Cola can go from production to being stocked on store shelves, ready to be enjoyed by customers around the world.